Okay, so today we're going to be tying a blue parachute dun. My favorite thing about this fly is probably the parachute. That's what we're going to be focusing on mainly today. The nice thing about the parachute is it floats really well, so you don't have to have any dubbing on the body or anything like that. The parachute and the horizontal hackle will do all the work that you need it to, along with the tail on the end there. So we're going to be tying it in a size 10 today, just so you can see it a little bit easier. Okay, so I'm just going to be tying with your standard size 10 Daiichi dry fly hook. Mini barb. I don't like having a lot of barb on it. The nice thing with the mini barb is it'll allow me to take it off if I need to. And the thread we're going to be using today is a size 8/0 blue dun UNI THREAD. So I'm just going to start off my threads about an eyelet's length behind the eyelet. I'm going to wrap it all the way down the body until I get right before the bend in that hook. Then I'm going to take my gray, kind of blue dun color hackle. If you don't have it, either white or black would be good too. Then you're going to go ahead and take the biggest hackle size off that you can. So usually at the top there is where I'm going to pull it from, and you can see all those big fibers there. You're going to go ahead and you're just going to take a pinch of fibers. It usually gets around 5 to 8 fibers. And you can go ahead and size it up. The nice thing that you can do with these hooks is you can size it up with the hook, so I'm just going to take a shank's length. There's your tail. Then from here you can go ahead and make your body. I'm just going to kind of taper it up. So the nice thing with this is you're not going to have any dubbing, so you can really size your body the way you want it to. And you're going to stop because this is right where your that's right where your parawing's going to be. So you can stop about 4 or 5 eyelets length behind the eyelet, and you can go ahead and make your body. Okay, you want to keep the body on a blue dun, at least you want to keep the body pretty thin. Again, we're just going to be focusing on making the parawing today, so depending on what fly you're tying in the parachute, it's going to all depend from there. So you're going to stop about 3 or 4 eyelets lengths below your eyelet, and I'm just going to take my parapost wing here. It's just a thin synthetic yarn. That's what we're going to go ahead and make it with. I'm going to use white just because I found that works the best with these blue duns. They come in kind of like your different strands there. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to wrap it around. I'm going to pull it up just like that. You don't want to cut yet because it's nice to have that kind of leverage on it. So you can see once I tie it in, I'm just going to figure 8 around it, and it's going to just sit about 2 eyelets lengths behind the eyelet. And that's what you're looking for. Okay, once that's figure 8'd in, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to take some peacock herl, and I'm just going to wrap it around the base of the parawing there. I like doing this on the blue duns at least. If you're copying me straight, I would probably do it too. It just gives it a nice dark body look like the blue duns usually have. Once they get closer to the head, they kind of have a dark-ish head, so this will kind of give it that look, also with a little bit of shine that every trout likes. Okay, and once you get that peacock herl on, you can go ahead and place it to the side because we're not going to wrap it around yet. Make sure it's on there nice and strong now. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to create the stem for your parawing. You're just going to make some loose wraps around the base of the parawing where it enters the body. Pull it tight every now and then by holding the top. Make sure you hold the top when you pull it tight, or else it will unwind itself. Okay, then you're just going to take a few wraps below the stem, the end of the stem there, where it turns into the parawing. You're going to go ahead and you're going to take a fairly small size of hackle. I usually do like a size 16, 14 size hackle, something usually below, just because since we're wrapping it vertically, or sorry, horizontally, you don't need that big of a hackle size. So we're just gonna go ahead and take your hackle there. You're just gonna tear the few fibers off from the bottom there, so it doesn't slip on itself there. And then while holding the parawing out of the way, go ahead and pinch it on to that stem. Do a few more loose wraps. And end your thread right below the parawing there. And now we can wrap your peacock herl. Okay, now that the peacocks are wrapped around, go ahead and just trim off the edge. And now, go ahead and slowly wrap your hackle around your parawing stem. Okay, and once you have your desired amount, go ahead and pull those fibers out of the way just so you don't get it caught in your whip finish. We do 2 quick wraps there. You can go ahead and trim. Then you're going to take your whip finisher. Remember, keep it tight because you only did 2 wraps around that hackle and you don't want it to come undone.